Dr Geraldine Tan from the therapy room is in the house, and it's a birthday today. Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to Dr. Jerry. Happy birthday to you.
And I'm in the best place. Yay! With my radio family. Yay! Happy birthday. Thank you.
Wishing you all the very best in whatever you do, Jerry.
And to everybody else also.
Aw, thank you.
Okay, so today you've asked us to do a test.
Yeah. No, this topic, right, is really for you.
It's only for you, yes.
Yeah. 2 weeks ago, I got a heart attack. Glenn is not in the station. Change topic.
Like literally last minute in the morning, she changed the topic.
Then why do we all have to do this personality test?
Well,
It's really just for you.
Okay, wait, hold on. Okay, I'm almost done with this.
What number are you at?
15.
Okay, 15 is the last one.
Last one, huh?
All
Okay.
right. Answer the question.
Okay, you feel most energized when you...
So for
Having a
those that
cocktail is
are-
not there.
yeah, it's not here. Why?
Having a whiskey?
Okay, build
No, so this is a fun
build
MMPI
meaningful
sort of
relationships.
test.
What's MMPI?
Multifaceted, Minnesota multifaceted personality test.
Hey, so what am I? What am I? Where?
You're looking at the top. Come, give it to me. At the top, it should say something. All right, let's see what Glenn Ong is. The adapter.
The adapter.
There you go. You are
Ah.
the adapter.
When I travel, I
Okay.
need to bring my adapter.
I am the investigator. That's clear.
Okay, so what is this about, Jerry?
Yeah, we're talking about choosing partners because 3 weeks ago, Glenn said, do that topic. How do we choose partners? We've clean forgotten already.
Yes.
You can see that.
He
It's
was like, when I told him about it this morning, he's like, sex? And I'm like, no, that's not what we're talking about today.
No, we're talking about choosing partners, So the type of partners that we are attracted to or attract us or, somewhere in our sphere.
Okay, all right. So we're going to get
but
Glenn
it's a fun topic.
a girl by the end of the show? Or
No.
Okay. Sorry.
Dr. Jerry, the matchmaker.
No. So he needs to go and figure out that one for himself.
Okay, so today we're talking about choosing partners as in life partners.
Romantic partners. Yeah.
Specifically.
It's-
There you go. You better take
It's
notes.
about romance.
Well, it's not about friendship.
Love.
It's not about, so it's about love. So there are three. So we look at it with 3 levels, right? You have your looks, your love, and your lust. And it can get quite confusing, So looks, men are visual creatures. So men in general, right? So whether male or female, we are all visual creatures. Something pretty, something nice, something appealing to us. It attracts our attention. It holds our attention for a little bit longer. Yeah. But, beyond that looks, then what is love and what is lust?
Beyond the looks comes lust first and then love.
I lust you. This is how I should roll these days. It's like, whoa, I really lust you.
Yes.
Okay.
And no more love. Forget about it.
Oh, no.
Okay, let's talk about the difference on the Big Show TV.
Yes.
So what about, when people say, and we've mentioned this a few times, feelings fade. Right? So feelings of love fade over the years,
That's
let's
what
say in
they
a
say.
marriage.
Yeah.
But then you choose to stay in the marriage. Is that a fair statement?
It's a choice. So why is it a choice, right? So if we look at love and lust, what does it encompass? So lust is a little bit more primal, a lot more physical attraction.
All right, sorry.
You're not in that chair today.
Some women, can understand that. Some women can't, I feel. And I mean, maybe likewise for guys as well.
True.
But more guys, I think, will...
Well, there needs to be a certain level of it, right? So there's that physical attraction, there's that primal instinct, there's lust encompass a little bit of that fantasy, excitement, thrill.
Short term.
So
I
it's
feel.
very short term because that can fizzle and pop. But that is also a process, because you're looking at lust, and then you think that you feel very attracted to that person, you obsess about the person, you think about the person, you cannot get the person out of your mind, and that get confused with love.
Right, okay.
Yeah, so
but then when you experience that lust with that person, then all of a sudden you feel like
maybe not. It's like, don't meet your heroes, right? But I mean,
because the expectations all the way.
Yeah, because you have this vision in your head that that's how it's going to turn out, and when it doesn't, you're like, oh, maybe I shouldn't.
But that's
even
different. That's like meeting your a fan meeting her
the hero,
his or her celebrity, right? Yeah. And then they realize, oh, it's just another human being.
So how do we tell the difference between lust and love?
So love, let's think about what love encompasses, and what sustains a relationship. What are the qualities? So Trust. Yeah. So one big thing is trust and the space to be safe. Yeah. Because you're
trust,
invited.
Loyalty. Yeah, loyalty.
Yeah, but that is also trust, that you can trust the person.
That the person will be loyal.
Yeah.
Communication.
Communication. So that facilitates that safety, that trust.
Yeah. Some people may look like good communicators, but they are lousy.
Okay, what else?
So I'm also looking at the values that, so love, underneath love or love encompass the qualities that sustain the relationship. So these are values that you uphold and that you see whether it parallels the other
with
person.
The other person.
Yeah. So when you start to get closer to the other person, you start to look for these sort of indicators or evidence. Yeah.
So values, goals, life goals as well. They have to be
Life
similar,
goals.
right?
Yep. You're moving in it. You can be differing, but the end goal needs to be this similar.
So you can be parallel, but just meet at the end,
Meet
kind
at
of thing,
the end.
or somewhere in
Yes.
between.
Correct. He's thinking
Different
very
personalities,
hard.
Like for example, one is a dark cloud, one is like really
Sunshine.
Yeah. I'm Mr. Sunshine.
You
usually.
You are. Yeah.
So let's look at the 5 pillars that are often talked about. So if we look at the intellectual pillar under love, right? What would we need? So we can all brainstorm. What would we need in terms of intellectual pillar for a couple?
Oh.
Yeah, for a couple.
So what stimulates the couple like intellectually?
Intellectually, yeah. So good conversation. Banter, so you have topics.
Common things to talk about.
The projects that you're on.
Which is why I always go with a colleague. Because then you've got a lot of things to talk about, you see. You know what I mean?
He's talking about his past.
Yes.
What about activities? That doesn't fall under intellect.
It
Or does. So like things like cooking, you're playing golf or whatever it may be.
Yes.
Okay.
But
Common
what if
things.
the person is completely useless, doesn't play anything? Then avoid.
It doesn't have to be exactly the same.
Doesn't have to be all
You're
your same
not
things. Yeah.
getting together with your clone.
Right.
So it's different.
What if this person only plays with a phone? Taking photos of herself.
Well, there are people like that out there. I mean,
I could
and
not
people
be
are-
with someone like that.
People struggle also, especially the phone, because the phone is not just a her problem or a him problem. It's an everybody problem, right? It's children as well.
You can join them. If you can beat them, you can join
So
them.
everybody's on their phone and nobody ever speaks again.
No, you can take photo for the other person.
No.
Yeah. He rejects
How about
people.
I ain't no Instagram husband.
That's why there must be a range of activities to do.
But you see,
and
he
engage
says
in.
this, right? But if he found someone that he was in lust with,
Yeah.
he would
might do.
happily take the photos.
Yes.
Oh,
for
it's like,
them,
look,
right?
if I
Yeah,
take a photo for
short-term.
you, what's my reward? You know what I mean?
Well, that's
If
the
you
last
give me a
part.
nice,
like, throw me a bone.
a nice
Nice what?
lusty reward, Sure. I'll be sleeping. You can wake me up.
This topic,
He's like a puppy, you know?
Yeah, exactly.
He does something and you go throw him a treat or something.
no.
I'm simple like that.
I don't know whether we're on air or on
No, we're on TV.
Oh,
No, women must know how to,
Reward.
Yeah,
And you don't reward bad behavior as well. Which is true.
That is true.
Which is true. I mean,
That is
yes.
true.
If you're good, if you misbehave, obviously you don't and then treat the person. You don't. I mean, with colleagues, with anybody, right? You don't reward bad behavior.
I think he just likes my second pillar, which is the physical
lust
one.
part.
Yeah, very primal.
I am.
Coming up.
So the traditional, very Asian traditional method where they do matchmaking, and they look at. I think it is. I'm not sure whether it's the Chinese or Indian or maybe all Asian culture. They look at the hips.
See whether she has childbearing hips.
Yes. So one of the connecting points for lust would be the primal instinct of whether this woman can bear their lineage, their children.
Not anymore.
I don't think it's like that anymore. Yeah.
Because now it means childbearing hips, meaning this woman must be quite big, right?
It's so silly though, because the size of your hips physically does have nothing to do with whether you can pop children.
Nothing.
Yeah, because I like really skinny women.
Sure.
So which means they have no childbearing.
No,
which is why I have no kids.
No. Oh, do not blame that on the woman.
I'm not blaming.
No. This is something you didn't want anyway, right?
Yeah.
It's a conscious decision, right? Between a couple, right?
Okay.
Yes, okay. Let's not go there.
So wait, but when you say childbearing hips, are we talking about like a fat woman?
No, you're talking about wider hips.
Wider hips.
So they may not be overweight or anything like that. They just have wider hips.
Yeah, so they're more. So in the past, they believe that that's the way to choose a woman.
That's so stupid. The perception.
Yeah, so that she can bear many children.
It's like how does a human come out of a skinny woman? It's like that was the thought back then.
Right.
Yeah.
And the kids don't come out from the hips. What?
No, they don't.
Okay, maybe we talk about something else.
Yeah, I think so.
Moving on. So apart from the hips,
the values. So that falls under the spiritual pillar. Where you share the same values. So earlier we were talking about sharing the same values. And what type of values. So you attract those that share the similar sort of ideas and ideology as yourself. Yeah.
Okay.
Then emotional, when you're with a person and it's past that lustful stage, you need to feel emotionally safe and positive. Actually, emotionally positive
and
positive with the person. Yeah. So if you're in a very down, morose sort of a relationship, it doesn't really last.
Drags everything down.
It's very dreary also.
I think once the sex stops, it's like everything goes haywire.
Is that true, Dr. Jerry?
No,
Okay.
that's not true.
Okay.
So how do these, because how about the more senior couples? And you see these senior couples who maybe the mobility is lesser, or those that have touch wood, but terminally ill spouses.
No, but that is like a different
elder,
situation.
yeah.
But I mean, if you're talking about like the younger couples and all that who still have feelings for this.
Libido.
Sure. I mean, then go for it, right? But it doesn't mean it is the only quality that you're looking out for in that relationship. Because if you hinge everything on one quality and one quality at all, then
And once that goes, that's it.
Yeah, there's nothing else
But there are many.
holds you
But
But there
in.
are many relationships that I think are imbalanced in that sense.
Meaning?
Meaning to say that I don't think they're getting enough
No, but I like what Dr. Jerry says.
because it's important, right?
Sex is important,
Well,
right? Intimacy is important.
Intimacy is important.
But what she's saying is don't rest all your laurels on just that one thing.
Yeah,
because once that goes and then everything else goes.
But some people
they
don't
need-
place the importance on that, and then in the end, right?
Yeah.
They hardly do it.
Yeah.
Well, it's a choice
A
between
guy will
couple
die, you
also,
know.
right?
A guy will die.
No, we know that Glenn will die, you know.
Speak for
Like
yourself.
for example, like, if I need it and I don't get it right,
Yeah.
I'll get a tummy ache. No, first
Oh.
and foremost.
Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
I know already. It's like okay, that's it. I need
You've gone
some.
past your Best Buy date. It's about to implode.
Yes, exactly.
Now we know every time
Okay.
Glenn complains of a tummy ache, we know.
Oh my gosh! No! Wow. Okay, thank you to everyone on YouTube and Facebook for being so patient. We were a bit out of sound earlier. Yes, the topic is too hot and heated for any airwaves.
There was no audio early on.
For Facebook and YouTube for a little while.
Oh,
So, but everyone
so the
stuck
things that I
around.
said and all that
Yeah,
might
no.
have gotten
You
us
in
into
trouble? Yeah, now all done.
Oh,
Yeah.
they didn't hear
They
anything.
didn't hear anything. Yeah, nothing. It was done on purpose. It
I'm
was
laughing like
censored.
Gary. You know.
So, okay, Dr.
Don't repeat it then.
No, but I like what you said about there needs to be more than one thing holding you together. You know?
Yep.
Yes, sex can be one of them, but it also needs to be, like, for example, what else? I mean, common...
Projects. So
Projects,
I
yeah.
always encourage couples to have projects together because when you're aligned, you're working on something, you know, you're doing something, you're in motion, and you're invested in something.
It could be learning a new sport.
It could be learning
new
a new
game,
sport,
whichever.
a game, you know,
An instrument, yoga.
anything, traveling together, you know, for
But
young
some people they just
couples.
pretend to go for yoga classes. Then when they go over there, they just take videos and photos of themselves.
Okay.
You know what I mean? It's like you want to do it properly, lah. You know, it cannot be that you're going to yoga with your full face of makeup, right?
He's talking about you, Angel.
Yes,
Yeah,
I do
know.
full
No,
face
no,
of
I'm just
makeup.
saying there are a lot of like so-called influencers, right? Who do these things,
Eh,
right? It's
But then Glenn also takes photos
He
at
does.
his
Yeah.
gym, you know,
He
and
does.
with your
but totally,
routine.
but I never touch up my photos.
And that's supposed to make it better.
Today I'm working out. But basically, it's just to encourage people, you know, to work out like 3 times.
When
a
he
week.
does it, is to encourage people. When
Correct.
somebody else does it,
Yeah, no, it's for other
you
reasons.
cannot have double
But it's
standards.
real. Hey, it's real. I'm really exercising.
Okay.
You know, but some people just pretend to exercise.
All right,
Anyway,
moving on.
What are we talking about actually?
Relationships. We're trying to get to the topics, but
So,
We're trying to help people understand what to look out for in a relationship besides lust.
but then you're talking about like exercising and all. So you're saying
no,
that
no,
they
no.
should
You're
have,
talking about exercising. I'm talking
You said
about
yoga?
projects.
no, we're talking about common projects. It
Projects.
could be going to the gym together.
Yes.
It could be learning an instrument,
doing yoga,
doing yoga together.
doing the
It could
Kama
be-
Sutra together. How
Oh
about
my
that?
gosh. Can't get anything past this guy. Cooking together, learning new recipes. What else
Yes.
can hold a couple together?
So for young couples, I like, you know, to encourage them to look at even getting a new flat or getting their place as a project, you know, where it's not is financial burden, is a worry, but instead enjoy the entire process. What do you like, you know, what type of sofa do you like in your living room, or what type of beds, you
But
know?
this could also lead to conflict because, you know, if people don't
True.
have the same taste in like interiors. You know, for example, someone wants like a purple couch.
Sure.
As opposed to a grey couch. You know, someone wants more muted as opposed to loud. How do they get past that
So that's
and compromise?
learning about each other, isn't it? It's a process of learning. So when you are in a project together, so every Tuesday we're in a project together, we learn about each other. We can, you know, have differing views or preferences, but we tolerate,
Compromise.
we compromise, we embrace, and we learn about each other. So similarly, in a romantic relationship, that needs to occur, and that needs to happen not only once, twice, but every single
time.
stage of your life.
Actually,
Not
you know
just
what,
day,
see-
but stage of your life.
I think just being on your own and doing everything, anything you want, and the things that you like, is the best thing.
Because
and then you can just have friends over.
Because like what I'm hearing from you, right? It sounds like a really hard process.
Yeah,
it sounds
almost
like
impossible.
an effort. You know what I mean?
It takes effort, of course.
I get that it takes effort, but I get it takes effort once in a while. You know, like you come to something and you're like, oh, you're both disagreeing. Okay,
Yeah.
let's compromise. Once in a while, it's okay. But to constantly do it at every stage and make sure that, oh, okay, I wanted to just make sure that my husband likes this. Should I choose this or should I not? If I choose this, you know what I mean? Like it just sounds difficult.
Pain in the ass.
Especially for someone
You're
like
gonna
him who's
scare
single.
away young couple.
No. It's okay. These days there's so many people who are engaged, right? I mean, of late, some celebrities and all that. I feel like going up to them to tell them this. Don't do it.
Oh my gosh.
You know what I mean? But
Don't be a wet blanket.
everyone has to what do you call experience
through
it
it.
lah. Because everyone
Yeah.
wants to get married, what?
But
then they'll be over
why.
in like
That's why it's called
6 years.
long-term commitment. Commitment for what? The effort to engage with each other. So an engagement is not just one engagement party. It's not just the marriage, right? But it's that lifelong commitment. So what is that?
You say lifelong commitment, right?
Yep.
Back in the day, a lot of people didn't break up, didn't get a divorce because
Yep.
they were staying together for the kids. So that's
Sure.
their common ground, right?
Yeah.
But nowadays, people are like, no, screw the kids. I need my own life.
Yeah,
the
exactly.
kids will be happy. We can still keep the kids happy because if you're not happy, nobody else in the house can be happy. So why stay together?
Yeah, so different schools of thoughts, but the idea of you wanting to come together with someone else, and then you've made that commitment already, but you don't want to put in the effort. So that results in, and that's when Cheyenne can help us with all the terminology. These young kids coming up with weird sort of terminology for like what, skinship?
Skinship.
Ooh,
Yeah.
Glenn likes the sound of that.
Skinship.
What is skinship?
What is skinship?
Okay, I'm going to look it up. I looks confused.
Oh.
I don't know. I personally have never used the term.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, situationship.
That one I know.
one.
That I know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's
Skinship's
situationship.
like-
I have no idea. It's
Wow.
like friends.
do
but
we
not
just
friends,
I'm picturing
but-
nudity.
I'm
When
picturing
you say skinship.
No, I'm picturing rubbing. It's like,
Rubbing.
rubbing up together against the skin. Let me look it up, okay, before we get too carried. Skinship meaning. Skinship refers to non-sexual physical affection, typically between close friends or family members, used to express closeness and strengthen emotional
Are
bonds.
you sure you didn't
That's
look
kinship.
at kinship?
No, skinship. It's got an S.
Skinship.
Yes.
That's not what is.
Then we are not
I
interested
think
in
it's like used in
skinship.
the context of like cuddling and stuff,
I
but
think
not
so.
necessarily anything.
Yeah, so maybe
More
more
than that.
Okay,
heavy
it's a
touching.
Japanese term that describes the skin-to-skin, heart-to-heart relationship between mother and child or other family members. It's the same thing.
Okay, well, we're not
It's
interested
not.
in
The
that.
Yeah,
young, so
it's
the
not.
young ones or the younger people are using it
As?
and using it in relationships, not in this way.
Not in this way,
Yeah.
okay.
Jerry, you were talking about choosing the life partner today.
Yes.
And there are many people who are engaged or just got engaged right now.
Yeah.
What advice do you have for them? Do you think they will go through with the marriage or not?
So I what do you mean they will go through it? No.
Because some people, they get engaged, right? And then after that, they kind of, change their minds.
It's a good thing, though, before they get into that commitment and they don't think they can.
So I will
carry
encourage
out.
the young people nowadays to really, because there are so many resources out there to go for the premarital counseling,
Live together.
I'm not sure about living together.
Live together.
Okay.
Really live together. I think it's a big thing.
Okay.
Because being with someone 24/7
Is
and
different.
It's very, very,
Very
different. Because
different.
that's when you see all their little quirks and,
Yeah.
little habits.
I
and
think
stuff.
too many guys spoil their women. What do you think, Jerry?
No,
And is
we
that-
like to be spoiled, but
Yeah, of course,
we
I
need to
mean-
be realistic. So that's the other thing that
Yeah.
I want to say, that many of our young people are living in fantasy. So the fantasy of what K-drama gives or C-drama
media.
gives, social media, it gives a very beautiful, flowery sort of picture that is unrealistic. And they need to break that.
So
They
what
need
is
to-
realistic?
the effort that we are talking about?
Realistic
you know?
is your woman waking up without any makeup,
Without
looking like
makeup.
hell. And the man also, smelling of whatever he smells like in the morning. I mean, that's real. You know, it's not
But
all
I mean,
roses
I've been
and-
with a number of women. Some women wake up looking really awful.
Yeah.
But there are some wake up and they look so nice.
Because they've kept their makeup on for you.
No.
You never know.
No makeup. Right.
He's like fantasizing now,
Yeah.
I don't know where he disappeared.
I'm just saying, I think, marriage, while marriage works for some people, it's just not realistic for other couples.
Yeah, for sure.
So they need to really learn about themselves and learn about the other person and learn about what it entails, because many people run away from the commitment or the responsibilities. So that's the other part of it, the responsibility of looking after a household.
Yeah.
I think it's nice to be spoiled, both men and women.
Yes.
Men
Yes.
men deserve to be spoiled as well. But there needs to be also some independence away from each other.
Yeah.
You all can't like co-depend on each other all the time. So as much as you like to do, maybe pick your wife up, your girlfriend up, or vice versa, once in a while just let them do their thing and give them their space and just have some compromise either way.
True.
That's what I think.
True. Yeah. So a lot of people love to go into like the MBTI or the so the personality test, which is very popular. So the MBTI seems to be very popular with the younger people as well as in Korea. So they will ask each other, what is your MBTI, So whether you're E or I. So E is extroverted, I is introverted.
Okay.
Yeah. So, and there are 4 letters, right? So they will just like
They'll
speak
use the letters, right?
acronyms.
Cheyenne, what are you? I know she's told us before. What are you? She loves this stuff.
ENFP.
Okay, what does that mean? Extroverted?
Yes.
What?
But I'm like 50%, I'm like 51% extroverted, 49% introverted.
What's E and what's N?
Okay. Wait, that's-
Intuitive.
Intuitive.
Okay, F,
Feeling.
P.
Prospecting.
Okay, I have no idea what that whole thing
Receiving.
joined together is.
Yeah. So there are different combinations, and there are different research that shows if you are a certain combination, you match with certain combinations.
Oh, yeah?
It's a long test
Yeah.
though, right?
I've done that test,
one
but I
is
can't
not
remember
so
what I am.
long, but
Okay, I
it
wanna
is
do.
longer than. So it's the 16 personality test or the MBTI.
It's personality.co. Is that the one? Yeah, personality.co. Okay, I'm going to be doing it later.
Yep. But the one that we did was really fun.
Yeah.
It was only 10, 15 question.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that is extracted from the MMPI, so the Minnesota Multifaceted Personality Inventory.
I'm
Yes.
the investigator.
Yes,
Yeah.
and I am the harmonizer, if I'm not
Oh,
wrong.
that works
Yeah.
nicely for you.
Yep.
Okay.
And what am I? The
The,
pervert.
I think yours is the adapter.
Oh, yes, correct. I'm the adapter.
Not the pervert.
Right.
Take that back.
Okay.
Oh my god. That's a way to keep the women away.
Oh,
but it's
my.
nice to do these. They're shocked.
Cheyenne's like, what? She's got the red card up then.
Okay.
Oh my god, I've got tummy ache now. All
Now,
right.
every time you say that.
Here's Alex Warren and Rose on my mind on Kiss 92.
This is brand new. Here's a
All of a sudden I'm sweating.
I told you this topic has to be kept for him.
Oh my god, she was so she wanted to tread so carefully with it, but yeah, it all went sideways.
Yeah. Yes, but it is important to know each other's personality so you can work around the personalities. Just like when you said, "Oh, now every time he says he got a tummy ache, we're like cute in, like, oh my god,
He's about to implode.
But Jerry, why are guys so simple and women a little bit more complex? I give you an example, okay? So I give you an example. And guys, correct me if I'm wrong. So for example,
he's wrong."
okay, guys will always get excited about sex. Let's say a woman wants to buy me either a Rolex watch for my birthday or make me happy,
In the bedroom.
I would say, okay, no need the watch, just
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
But if you turn it around, right, it's like okay, it's your birthday right now. Okay, do you want an Hermes bag or sex?
I don't want an Hermes bag, that's for sure.
Now you're complicating
Yes,
things.
I
Now,
know.
okay.
Well, that
You want
goes to
a Rolex watch or you want sex for your birthday present?
Can you give me a day to think about it? But that's what he's talking about.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah.
A guy will forego that Rolex watch and just say,
I
okay,
can see where you're
just give
coming
me,
from, yeah.
give me sex.
I mean, the men have, more of that primal instinct, right? So they're very led by, and it's
Their heads.
Yeah, we
know,
don't
that
need anything, you know. We
prefrontal
just need some.
and they're a little bit more impulsive.
Yeah.
So whereas women are not as impulsive. So that is only one small explanation, right? Yeah. So the women also need a more foreplay, higher level of arousal. Women have you can cue them quite easily.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're easily controlled that way.
Yes, exactly.
No, it's true.
See, although women know that, but they are not using that to control.
I know what you mean.
Their men.
Yeah.
You know, it's
But not all men, though. So you're talking about the experiences that you have, the people that you know. Yeah.
I feel also it's a lot to do with age groups as well. Because like teen boys, they go through that whole hormonal shift when they're teenagers, right?
Yeah.
And then I think when they get to somewhere in the middle, they kind of slow down, and then they pick it up again when they get older. But women, I feel, slow down when they're older in terms of sexual needs. It's a curve. Yeah, it's a curve.
Yeah.
And so you can't really say that women don't want to help their men out.
Right.
But it's just no longer sort of in their hormones that work that way.
But they still
know?
need to communicate, right? Because their
yes,
husbands
and
have
yeah,
needs.
sure. Yeah.
And husbands assume that their wives, no matter
disinterested.
no matter which stage of their lives they're at, also have their needs.
Yeah.
But that's not the only thing keeping the couple together. I think that's what we're trying to get at today.
It's not all about the sex.
all about the sex. Yes.
But is this an Asian thing? Like you sitting here saying that it's not all about the sex?
No.
Like if it's someone from
Across
the Western world.
I mean, it may be important, but across the world, the other parts of the relationship is very important.
I think the difference with across the globe and all that, everyone has different ways of communicating. Like in Asia, it's more conservative.
Sure.
And it's like, oh, we can't talk about it, it's taboo and all that.
Yeah.
But in like the Western world, they're all like, yeah, okay, do I get some tonight or do I not? You know what I mean? It's true, right?
Yeah,
it's just
exactly.
like straight up. It's like say yes or no. Should I be thinking of doing something else in my evening?
Yeah. They
Right?
don't need to be coy about it or anything.
Yeah.
like
Yeah,
that.
it's
So
straight
what
up,
I'm saying is
yeah.
the singles, and because now I know, right?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm single now. When you're married, you're committed.
Yeah.
You're committed to
One person,
One
yeah.
person. Now, I'm not talking about the other couples who cheat and stuff like that. If that's their way of making it work, then that
then
is their
so be it,
problem. But
yeah.
I'm talking about seriously, right? Some people who do not cheat on each other, right? But as a result of that, they are not getting what they need. And that sometimes could be detrimental
yeah.
towards what's happening in the relationship.
Yeah, no, I agree because like
Okay, if they have issues, they need to sort it out. Because if there is resentment, there's doubt, there's suspicion, there's negativity,
that
then
breeds,
then go and deal with it.
Right.
But if you're talking about a couple who is comfortable with it, I don't see an issue.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
true. No, that's true. Because if
Right?
you're comfortable with it, you can communicate it.
Yeah,
and you know what it is.
There are other ways to communicate.
It's
There are
only
other
the ones that
things,
don't
yeah.
communicate it.
Yeah.
And some wives would just think like, okay, never mind, he'll just go to the bathroom and play with himself.
There are some wives that will think that way for sure.
But that's
Or,
unhealthy, right? That's unhealthy, right, Jerry?
I mean, if the guy doesn't verbalize what his needs are, then you cannot blame the woman for not.
I think the
that
guy is
way.
verbalizing all the time. He's on his knees most of the time. But still, no.
Still don't hear you.
No, there are many
Yeah,
many
no, I
couples
agree.
like that.
Yeah. Yeah. I think communication is all wrong in couples like that. You know what I mean? Like you, one side will assume that the
Yes.
other side should know. The other
Yes.
side will assume that other person will
Yep.
will do whatever,
In couple
you know?
work, we always say never assume because you're making an
Ass
ass
out of you and
and
me.
me.
Yeah.
So yeah.
So if the woman wants it, the woman should be asking for
Yeah,
it, right? And
why
if the
not?
guy wants it, the guy should be asking for it, right?
Yep.
But the guy, either way, they shouldn't be demanding it. You know what I mean? It's not like, hey, you owe me this just because we're married.
No,
You know,
yeah.
otherwise I'm going to go out and look for it somewhere else.
Yeah.
It's not about that.
No,
It's
no
about
threats, no blackmailing. Yeah.
And it's not like we're committed, so you have to. Otherwise, I'm not getting it anywhere else. What am I going to do, you know? So it needs to be a nice way of talking about it, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah.
and focus on other things, not just on sex.
And we're talking about sex. Glenn
That's why
got
she's
his
not a sex
way.
therapist.
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
Okay.
You really need to get a sex therapist.
We really
Why?
want to get
Why?
a sex therapist. No, we want to get a sex therapist on the show.
on your show. On your
Why
show.
not? I'm single. I can have sex anytime I want.
But it's good to speak to a professional. It'll
For?
be fun. No, you don't need a sex therapist just to say, I need sex. It's
Yeah.
not about that.
Okay,
But
but
you're saying like I'm a sex addict, man.
for the couples, for the
Okay, wait.
couples.
Okay, so we're talking about choosing your life partner today, and I
Yes.
think we've covered so much.
I hope.
Did we get through all your points or did we only make it to point number one?
don't know.
Like, she was like, something, lust, love. I don't remember what the first one was.
Looks.
I don't think we got past
Looks,
lust.
yes.
We didn't get past lust.
No, we did. Looks, lust, and love.
We did talk about love? I don't remember.
Values. We talked about it all. We did. But just ending with the law of attraction. So what it says is that you attract things that are similar to you. You know, so if you're positive, you attract people or things that are positive. If you're negative, you attract things that are negative. So that's one. And nature abhors vacuum. What does that mean? If let's say there is a void or an empty space, something will come and fill it. And the last one is the present is always perfect. So just based on this, right? So what we want to tell the couples is that the first thing is love, not lust. Do projects together because you're filling your time constructively. You're doing something constructive together.
No voids.
Yeah, no voids. And the last one, love in the now, not in the past. Because many couples say, I knew you in the past and you were not like that. Hey,
Why are you so different?
Got together, you know, with the person, you know, and you love the imperfections. Love the imperfections at every point in time. There will be flaws and imperfections.
And different ways of growing as well, right? Everybody changes.
Yep.
Nice.
So
Thank you, Dr. Jerry.
And the concluding quote is by Maya Angelou, and she says, I've learned that people will forget what you've said, people will forget what you did, but people will never forget how you made them feel.
Love that.
Yeah.
Love that. Thank you,
Okay.
Dr. Jerry.
Let's talk about this again next week. Okay.
Let's move on to the physical.
Oh my God.
Thank you very much, Jerry, for coming in.
Happy birthday once again.
Thank you.
Blessed birthday to you.
Thank you. And blessings to everyone out there too.
All right.